Now, the Yakub family is living through this nightmare day after day. Their 2-year-old son has the Wiskott Aldrich Syndrome, which is one of the world's rarest conditions. And the only way to save their son is through a bone marrow transplant in India, which will cost them at least 5 million shillings, an amount they simply don't have. And as fate would have it, life has given this young couple an ultimatum. They either find the money or watch their child die.
If 2-year-old Makeel Yakub does not get a bone marrow transplant soon, constant infections will kill him before he turns 8. He has a rare immune deficiency disorder known as Wiskott Aldrich Syndrome. There are at most 34 people in the world with this condition.
It's a syndrome that comes in 1 in a million kids in
That
world.
is if in a million.
Yeah, if
there is
it
one.
comes.
Yeah, if it comes, yeah.
So it's a very rare thing.
One telltale sign of Wiskott Aldrich Syndrome is if a baby constantly picks at his or her lips. For some reason, Wiskott Aldrich Syndrome babies constantly have itchy lips.
Like right now, his diet is so balanced, he can only have potatoes and chicken. That's all. He's allergic up to things like milk.
The condition has degenerated Makeel's ability to fight infections and allergies. When Makeel does have an infection, instead of the body fighting the infection off, it starts eating away at his organs and muscles, so often he will bleed from his nose and ears, and his body will swell up. Wiskott Aldrich Syndrome affects anyone from any racial background. It is caused by a defective gene in women. This gene is passed down to her children. 90% of those born with Wiskott Aldrich Syndrome are boys, and it is widely believed that females are carriers of the defective gene. The only cure for Wiskott Aldrich Syndrome is a bone marrow transplant. In most cases, siblings are the best option, but Makeel's younger brother is not a match for the transplant. Now the other option are his parents or the unlikely donor with a matching bone marrow composition.
We really do appreciate if, anybody would like to help us, to get through this.
The Yakub family is traveling to India to get tested, and hopefully either one of the parents is a match and doctors there can be able to do the bone marrow transplant. However, the entire procedure will cost 5 million shillings on the lower side, an amount this young couple from Kericho County cannot afford. The family is now at the mercy of well-wishers to save their son's life. Catherine Omwando, KTN.
Catherine, thank you for that story. And